I'm Shauna Sanford.
And I'm Charlie Winham. Welcome to this edition of Louisiana, the state we're in. The government says the vast majority of the oil from the BP well in the Gulf is gone. But where did it go? LSU professor Dr. Gregory Stone has answers.
Each year, Fondation Louisiane sends some of Louisiana's brightest and best high school students and college graduates on a global learning and teaching experience. We'll meet this year's scholars who will be heading to Europe for nearly 1 year.
7 Louisiana college grads are heading to Europe shortly to begin an exciting 8-month work-study program. Some will be teaching elementary and high school students, and others will be continuing their education in French language and literature. And before they take off for their new adventure, I sat down with some of this year's scholars of Fondation Louisiane. These 5 young men and women are heading to Europe this fall for roughly 1 year as part of an annual cultural exchange and education program created by Fondation Louisiane. They are among 9 scholars traveling to France or other French-speaking countries to either study abroad or teach conversational English to elementary and high school students. The 2010 Fondation Louisiane scholars include Charles Eddy from Centenary College, Joshua Beckham from the University of Louisiana at Monroe, Emily Rowley of LSU, Zachary Press of Tulane University, Haley Aguilard of McNeese State University, Matthew Perry of the University of Louisiana at Lafayette, and David Williams of Centenary College. In the high school competition, Stephanie Harris of Lafayette High School earned a summer study in France, and Dexter Thibodeau of Church Point High School traveled to Canada for his summer study.
I was extremely surprised and excited. I wasn't expecting it. It's going to be a huge help, and I'm extremely grateful and honored.
I'm definitely looking forward to immersing myself in the culture and finally being able to perfect the language skills that I've been working on for so long and really just make my French as good as I possibly can.
I found out about these programs where English speakers go to French-speaking countries to teach them English. And because I want to be a teacher when I come back, I figured it'd be a great way to get some experience and to see more of the world, I guess.
They've given us some information about bring things from your hometown, bring pictures of your family. So I think it may end up being more of a cultural conversation type of thing instead of a teaching grammar and things like that. It'll be, this is where I'm from, these are the kind of things we like to do, more of a cultural experience.
Oh, it's so important because a lot of people in France have a bad opinion of Americans, and I would love to go over there and be like, we're awesome. Like, I don't know where you're getting this bad vibe from, but we're all really cool, and I really want to learn about them because, you know, a lot of Americans have a bad impression of the French. So, you know, I just think it'll be a really good cultural exchange.
We're Louisiana, and Louisiana, of course, was founded by the French, has a long history of its relationship with France. And France occupies, and the French language occupies a special part of our history and in our lives. One person can make a difference, and from looking at the quality of these students, they'll make a big difference.
This is not the first trip to Europe for any of the 5, but that doesn't mean there isn't some anxiety building before the big trip.
I spent some time over there, 3 days once, and I got yelled at a few times on the trains and the hotels rooms, but that was in Paris. I figured maybe with the southern folk I'll be able to get away with a little bit more, so hopefully it'll go better the second time.
In Paris, they're definitely a little bit astringent, but I mean, when you get out with normal people on a day-to-day basis, they're really nice and they're willing to accept American culture really readily because they're used to our films and our music and all that, so they really take quickly to us.
I mean, in a way, that might just be because Paris is a big city. I mean, I know other big cities, like if you go to New York, you might get the same type of treatment that you would get in Paris. So it may not be a French culture thing, it might be a big city, smaller city thing, possibly.
It's just really important for people all over the world to really try to understand each other because not a lot of people try to do that. So I think it's really important that we are cultural ambassadors and get to do that.
People tend to be really localized, you're right, and in our globalized world, it really makes a difference now if people just try to reach out and understand other cultures.
It's crazy that, like you said, in such a globalized world that we're so limited and sometimes narrow-minded, and sometimes people never leave their own hometowns, and I think it's just a great thing that we're doing to further that cultural experience.
These college grads also have a few ideas of what to bring with them on their trip.
Probably some Tonys and maybe some other, food items. Maybe I'll, bring some Mardi Gras beads and pass them out to everyone and say, we got this from you, even if you don't know it.
Away from school and work, many hope to stretch their wings over the next year and see as much of Europe as possible.
I just spent this past year studying some Italian, so hopefully I'll get to use a little bit of that and travel to Italy at some point. And other plans are in the works.
I'd love to go to Italy, maybe Greece. I want to go everywhere.
Everywhere. I had a friend who went, and she said she went to 18 countries, and I'm like, I'm gonna beat that number. And I'm hoping that I can, hop down to Morocco or something. I think that would just be so cool, see it all.
I am so jealous.
So am I.
We want to wish all the La Fondation scholars all the best as they embark on such a wonderful adventure.
If you would like more information regarding the scholarship program, we encourage you to go to their website at lafondationlouisiane.org, or you can call Dr. Arsenault at 225-767-4449.